Manage the company is about being a captain, so I use a lot of captainship kind of visuals in it. And a lot of times, what managing across a large group, or maybe we call influence, our influence grows when we're a manager. We have somehow a seat at the table at a lot of places we didn't have before. Our voice means more in meetings somehow. And a lot of times, what voices we hear from our team, because they don't have that esteem or that title or that authority, real or otherwise, people usually will say, can you help me, manager? Can you remove this obstacle for me? And a lot of times it sounds like this. I don't know who to talk to, so I just didn't send. They're just like stopping. They're stopping in place. We can zap that one and just make the introduction. Maybe just an email introduction. Maybe just a Slack. You just open up a group message and say, hey, my team member had a question about this. Can you answer it? Thanks. That's it. That's all it takes. But it's removing an obstacle is mainly the action we take when we're trying to build our influence. Same thing with this one. Well, I guess that's just a dead end. No, it's not going to work. And we can say, well, let's ask one more question. That's the manager's job. Remove the obstacle of, nope, this is guaranteed to fail. Let's do one more. Who else could we talk to about this? Just extend that conversation. That's the manager's job. How do I get promoted really quickly? When can I be a manager? Set realistic expectations. Say, well, there has to be a job open. I really think you're really good at these things. Let's talk about these two skills, because if you want to be a people manager, these are two that we need to work on. You need to have a couple projects or a couple of ways to work with this before you're going to be a manager. Setting expectations doesn't mean, and here's your path, and I'll do it all for you. There's no responsibility on a manager to make someone promoted. It's all on that person. So really the narrative and the dialogue should be more, here's what I see, here's what I've seen happen. People move into management. Here's the things that I somehow got selected for. It's all about revealing information, not about guaranteeing a spot. We can activate shields. Whap. And the shield is less about creating an info echo chamber, which definitely happens a lot of the time. Maybe it's territorial between teams. Maybe it's, engineering doesn't like QA because they give them whatever. But these are the kind of things that show just what we should be shielding. Oh, gossip is so much fun. Oh, God, it's the best. It's the coolest way to let off steam. Oh, it's so much fun. Office politics are so cool. It's like, a Grey's Anatomy episode. Gripey emails from managers like, this was terrible. I'll tell your person they didn't do a good job. All this stuff doesn't have to go through the shield. The way that, do you ever heard the name Gene Kranz? He was a flight director for Apollo 13, a very difficult time in NASA history. Gene has a philosophy about do not let fear or insecurity or just uncertainty go past you as a manager. Basically, that's his analogy for the shield. If we're worried about stuff, if we're hearing negative chatter, we don't have to bring that to our team. We decide what gets through. That's kind of thinking about what information is valuable, what is not worth it. Oh, it's so hard to get rid of gossip. Oh, I love it so much. And this is the last slide. Again, advice for all of you. As the philosopher Zachary De La Rocha once put, who's the lead singer of Rage Against the Machine? You are the witness to change and to counteract. We have to take the power back. A lot of times I have new managers and they'll say, well, my senior manager should be duh, or my director should, or we could get better at that if we would just, they would duh. It's always like identifying problems, saying, well, that can change, that can change. I have seen what can change. I've witnessed it. We need to take that power back when people aren't going to do it. That's hard. Everyone sits there like, okay, I feel kind of inspired, but I can't challenge this 20-year veteran who just, is this overlord of my team. I can't do it, or whatever version of that we have. It doesn't matter. What we can control is in our team. We don't have to change everybody else. We don't have to counteract the whole world, the whole company, but we can take power back in our team and not make it the way there. We can be that manager who supports our people and not make it like it is out there. That's the value of taking the power back.